Alright, we're here for basically Champions Meeting. So, Secretariat's Cup, which is the Army Cannon Cup. I've already done a race, so... Oh yeah. At first I want to hear Golshi say arigato. Beep. Yippee! But yep. Let's just so I can at least replay do a replay of it, and we'll just screenshot that. There you go. I was basically running a Debuffer team because 1, I'm a free to play. 2, I am not that good at building sometimes. So yeah, can you tell? At most, I can at least get a long as while being close to the required stats. The only other threats were this goal ship, and this mono top gun, because they both have long s that you can contest. That was about it. The Aguri caps don't even have long S. If they did, I would not be able to catch. So yeah, not even Daiwa's car that has long S. They have front S. So yeah, they're a front runner. So they were going for chariot strategy, but I kind of was a bit both. 600 is around the needed stat line to contest that strategy, but it's always ideal to have max. Well, like really high to max wit when it comes to dealing with if you predict a chariot strategy. But I couldn't really predict that at all, so I had to go for both. Normally, this is a Christmas Aguri cap track, but Enclosures can dominate this too. The most meta version is an Encloser version of Christmas Aguri cap. So you make an Encloser version that can activate 4 recovery skills, 2 mid race and 2 end a late race. Then that Aguri cap becomes unstoppable in a lot of ways, which is scary to think about, but it starts. Circuit uses severe late starters, except I'm pretty sure that was my nice nature. Subdue front runners, so that hit Daiwa, and the Enclosures, so that hit one of the goal ships, and possibly Mono. This is very funny to me. Super Greek activates Pure Heart right off the bat. Okay, sure. Normally... okay, sure. It's hilarious, but it's... well, whatever. But yeah, Super Greek is well positioned. I have no idea what Golshi's exact positioning, so we're gonna find out with this viewpoints, because this tends to have interesting viewpoints on where, for example, there it is, the home specialist, so the downhill just started, and the longest downhill section, but not only that, there's a way. Well, we'll start going through, I think, the middle. Ramp up. Oh, they're going outer, okay. Yeah, there's the goal. And then they just activated behind. They used my auto top to activate it. But we immediately got our Nosabe first, so we're gonna have advantage. And not only that, we're max speed with long S, so we have so it's gonna be hard for them to catch it. But here's one other issue that my Ghost faced. Oh, Great Cap was blocking for the final straight, but we got past, and we finally overtook and didn't catch. Yeah, I forgot to touch the screen, so yeah. So you just start. Yeah, headbats, all the headbats in the world. Yay! I was trying to do a first time reaction of it, but I kind of fumbled because I now normally have horizontal. I now check the race through horizontal method instead of vertical because it's hard to tell what's going on with a vertical part. So I use horizontal to see what I need to improve on. But we finally got. But we somehow beat our McKinnon. Nice. Oh, I forgot to check this. The Sagittarius Cup ends here. The Sagittarius Cup Finals, a stage where dreams are made or broken. Your winner is Goldship. The slim margin of a mere 3/4 length margin, she won by no doubt, forged by her blood, sweat, and tears. A flawless victory. Congratulations. A word to the fans that cheered you on to victory and beyond. Of course, I saw victory in the card, so I sent you all thank you notes via Messenger Penguin. Classic. CM8 Oshi. Yeah, I know. Goldship's meta, but I do intend to run Golship in every CM somehow, some way. So, yeah. Unless it's Dirt Sprint. That will be impossible for me to build. Because Dirt Sprint will mean that I have to somehow build... I'll have to somehow get immaculate luck in terms of doing runs, and I'm not known for that. Dirt Sprint will be my weakness, which I won't be able to run Golship on, sadly. But I don't think there's any champion meetings on JP that's known that has a recorded Dirt Sprint track used, so I think I'm in the clear for that. But yeah, win rate is 46.7. But this outcome was most of it was gained from round 1, so that was a likely instance. The win condition was both positioning and no stopping me, because no stopping me was the most meta skill in the game. So literally, if anyone were to activate no stopping me here, they would become really hard to catch. Even harder if you get inside scoop or in the experience, because velocity skills in late race are either position keep or to overtake someone. Acceleration is just there to reach top speed as fast as possible, which is always really useful in late race. It's usually de facto. Corner Adept did not activate in late race because it activated mid race. That's self-explanatory. Movement has to be on elites activated. We missed let's pump some iron, but it was there as coverage. But yeah, you somehow did it. Here we are. Who wins Sagittarius Cup? Go to win it all. Long rise, the final race is bonus. The race be one of the history books. God's victory favored today. Actually, I want to check what their things are. Not bad. Austin, are you Brian? Hold up. This could be really... Okay. The trainer notes, Enrique has finally made it here. With a total win rate of 46% in the Sagittarius Cup. They've been pleasing their fans race after race. This is one for all the marbles. They can't lose now. And, you're correct. Any worries about the finals? I found a cheat code at Morse, of course. I forgot which ones you're supposed to press. I like to think that Golshi somehow found out the cheat code for last CM. It's just because medium that medium race, which is CM7, that one was just not possible to really win at any capacity. But she fought fiercely all the way here. Her performance so far in Secretary's Cup has been a sight to see. Race to the top. One word's too short. If they watch me run, it'll be worth it. 1,000 words. A promising runner with a total win rate of 14%. 14%. Here's the thing. These are competitive stats, so... What stops? Oh. Oh. Yeah, they did not run 777s. They forgot to run 777s. They done goofed. They done goofed. I would have ran hydrate, corner recovery, and 777s, and then the shake it off skill, because if you activate 777s, which is late race, which occurs at late race, so that counts as one of them. So you need to activate 2 more skills to possibly activate that. But also, you can also just run 4 late race skills in order for, well, counting the 777. So that would be technically 3 late race skills for a chance for that to activate. But otherwise, it's a very demanding setup. That much I'll say. Shake It Off demands a lot of skills. So yeah. So normally you end up needing to use right skills, and that's why I think Professor Curvature was just kind of overrated, because it was crazy expensive. So you just end up losing out on so many more skills you could have been using, like 777s. 777s was just meta for X-Men Great Cap. And then there's Monotone. Rise is here. Are you feeling confident? I got a trainer supporting me, so I feel even more confident than ever. Oliver says she can draw her tremendous potential for her dreams of victory with our reality. Oh, this was a. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, to be fair, I was actually scared of this unit. This unit has potential. This is a potential Uma right here. This Uma could easily be my... This Uma, under like circumstance, will just be my Golshi. Because Inside Scoop. If you activate No Stopping Me at the perfect time, heck, even if you activate Professor Crutcher, which I think this Mayano Taukan did, meant that she had potential to just beat my Golshi right off the bat. Which is very spooky. But the only issue about this whole setup is Biotoken is lacking their mid-race game. They don't have mid-race. Meanwhile, I focused on mid-race. I focused on making sure you gain the positioning, which is ramp up, long straightaways, which can play a role, tail held high, and of course anchors away. It exists as a way to get positioning. But here's the thing about Anchors Away. It is not enough when it comes to champions beating. If you're gonna only solely rely on Anchors Away, you're asking for a bad time. You need big game. You need to make sure that Golshi can be pushed up to the front when able to. So there's that. And now we see the races. Silver. I would say they had what it takes. But I'm not sure about angling and scheming. It's not that good of a skill in this instance because it's not on a corner. Yeah, vanilla lead on a corner, late race. And the issue about that is it's a delayed activation. Don't get me wrong, it's kind of decent, but this one and Represent Red Ace, this is random. So it can kind of screw you over, but activates at perfect time. That Uma's winning, and I think that kind of answers for itself. Leap from the view is mine. Fair enough. It has a mid-race skill. especially if you're doing that type of setup. Taking the lead, go to the front early race, final push. Honestly, if you do oh yeah, no, this skill was useless because final corner, late race first starts on the straight, and then third corner and fourth. So there's that. Primary corners, velocity on a corner, not bad, but it only activates once, meaning you are better off with Professor of Curvature or a Corner Adept, because that can activate twice. It has potential to activate twice. So that's the reason why I would suggest that overall more. Ignite Spirit Speed, fair enough. You have max speed, you're gonna get a lot of value from that. Your Glory Cap also has max speed, and your Gold Ship, you only has max speed, but it's effectively just max speed. So yeah, you're getting full value out of that skill. So yeah, go. It's decently built, but not to the specific race. It's just lacking in that manner. Otherwise, this Uma could possibly dominate medium races, because final corner will occur on there, and late race tends to activate on set of corners. So yeah, this Iowa Scar can win. This Iowa Scar can definitely win. Let's go back to page. Same issue. Actually, no, this is the one we saw earlier. Aqua. Okay, this Gold Ship actually was a considerable threat. They have the sand, they have the power, they have the wit, they have the guts. It's just their speed is kind of lacking, but they have a long guess to make up for it. And they have lucky sevens just in case. Just in case. Actually, were they 7? Nope. Imagine this Gold Ship on 7. That'd be scary. That'd be very, very scary. But otherwise, they have no big game. That's their biggest weakness. Because they only have Anchors away, and it can only do so much. But yeah, no, I have a 4-star Golshi, so yeah, level 5. I just naturally have a stronger mid-game. This Mono Token, I said this is most likely a threat, but this could also be their weakness of lacking mid-game. They could have just gone Breath of Fresh Air and 777s. They did not need Passing Pro. So yeah, but they could also just drop 777s for Passing Pro, because mid-race is where they get the most value from recovery, and they're not Christmas or Glory Cap, so there's no reason for them to run 777s. Of course, there's my Nice Nature, designs a debuffer with Swing Maestro just to last for just enough for the late race. And then there's Super Greek with basically Dazzling Distortation just to cause Umos to not do much. Basically, make them get blocked. That's the entire point of it. It was just to get them blocked. And then there's this Aqua. This one is decent, actually. Tail held high, so mid-race at least. The only issue is there's no 777s. That's about it. Corner Adept, fair enough. I don't argue with that. In experience, you don't need the gold version of this. You only need Inside Scoop. But in experience, it's also just strong. Like, if you got the skills to afford for it, no, the skill points to afford for it, go for it. But I would have gone for more skill points towards mid-race. Meanwhile, try to attune for it. Yeah, it's kind of expected, honestly. Of course, I don't get this type of leisure because I don't have a Slim Break Key Sunblack. If I did, then I would have been borrowing that card a lot more. As a matter of fact, I think that's what they did. They just did was just do that. No, they didn't. Okay, so they were really going for the stat stick approach. Interesting. But yeah, it doesn't show that they were winning that much, but earlier had a bunch of first place here, but that's just akin to what the win rate is. But you notice I only have one gold recovery skill here. You know, the rest is either mid race or late race, which is the late race is moving past me on, blood sparks of iron, no stopping me, straight away spurt. And Corner Depth is both mid and late race, because if it activates early, then it can activate late race. It basically becomes an inside scoop for that time, which is nice. Yeah, I guess that's about it. But it's really interesting. I just want to hear Golshi say yippee! All the headbats in the world. Hold for you. But yeah, that's all it. That's a Champions meeting. I hope you all enjoyed. That's about it, I guess. I'll be back in sprints in Champions Meeting 9, which is the sprint track, which is I'm gonna somehow try to make a sprint gold ship and a sprint evil nature, cause why not? I just want to see how people react to that shit. It'll be very funny, I'll say. But yeah, cheers. Have fun, or I guess see y'all later.